it's really not actually a complex issue at all, is it? Actually, I mean, if you bring less people into the country, then you solve the problem immediately. Now, it may be that you have other things that don't get solved. It may be that you need nurses and whatever. But I would have thought the priority number one was making sure Australians had places to live. In your mind, yes, there are. I'm sure a lot of factors, but is it really that complex an issue from where you sit?
No, not at all. And I feel like a lot of those people who say we need nurses and we need doctors, and if we didn't have millions of immigrants coming in, perhaps we wouldn't need as many doctors and nurses. I feel like it might actually take a lot of pressure off a lot of industries. And look, who's it going to hurt if you delay a visa for a foreign student? Like, tell them to come back next year. Like, is it really going to hurt them? Is there nowhere else in the world they can study? I mean, I don't think it seems like a no-brainer. And, it's one thing we can do that will immediately help. Of course, there's other things we can talk about. I'd love to talk about tax reform and maybe those universities could build accommodation for the foreign students that, they're making millions of dollars off. There's lots of things we could talk about, but managing immigration is just a no-brainer. It's the straight up easiest thing we can do. We did it, COVID, we shut the borders in a matter of days. So, we don't even need to go that hard. We just need to manage it a bit better.
And some of the responses that you got on the night, I think, of the Q&A night were to the effect that, we have to weigh up all the factors. And I think you made the point quite rightly on the spot, which I thought was very good, that you're the government. You can do whatever you like. Wouldn't, stopping the flow of people who are, therefore providing competition for Australians or somewhere to live, wouldn't that be the overarching priority in the circumstances? So that really is the point, isn't it? I mean, the government has the power to do whatever it needs to. It's just a question of where you put the priorities. And, from where I sit, if the competing priorities are things like revenue from students coming in or nurses, that need to be replaced or whatever the industry sector is, then wouldn't it be the case that those are problems that are fixed some other way? I mean, maybe we're training too many lawyers at universities, or there must be a whole range of other solutions that flow that don't require people just to be brought in to compete with Aussies for resources. Surely,
absolutely. And I think the government's trying to they're trying to train people. They seem to be doing, TAFE things, which it seems like a good idea. And maybe they should focus more on that stuff instead of trying to solve all the problems by bringing people in.